Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. I just wanted to come on here. I finished doing the tucks and pockets on this one, and so I wanted to share that with you. So we'll get into it. Now it has a little paper clip on the back and the front. It's because when I was working on the pages, I kept turning it like this, putting this to hold the pages down, and then I'd work over here. Or, like put it here and then work here. But I kept turning the book. And I was afraid that I would glue in something upside down. And so I put a paper clip on the back and front so that when I did have it, let's say this way, all I have to do is, this is the top. So then I would turn it that way and then go on to the next one. Or like a page where I would glue two things on, well, maybe I glue it on this way, but then the next item, I needed it to be upright. And so there's the paper clip. Okay, well, there, and then I glue the next piece on. Yeah, so that's an idea. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of overwhelmed because I got it done. It took me 2 days of going through it multiple times, picking one kind of pocket, and then put it once in each of the 3 signatures. Then the next type of pocket, and then do those 3. And then the next, belly band, tuck spot, whatever, and then do it on all 3. Now, there are still some white pages that I want to do, like flips and stuff, so I didn't do any of those. I'm going to do that when I do the ephemera step. We'll do some mask making, and we'll do some flips then. Collage, paper clips that are covered, some collages, stuff like that. We'll do with the ephemera step. So anyways, we'll go into this now. Here, nothing changed. I think this is exactly how it was. There's another blank page. So on here, I would put like a flip or something else, I don't know. And then here I did my 2 pockets. I need something to use to tuck into it. What do I have handy? No, I guess I could use this. It's cardboard, so this is the cardboard backing of a scrapbook that I had used for the middle, the binding, and then I made holes in that. I used the white side up. But anyway, so here there's a pocket. Here there's a pocket. And then I left the side open, which allows it anything this big could go in here. And the same on this one. And what I did was I did a stenciling down the middle because I was thinking of putting them on like a belly band. But there was too much white on the sides. So I decided to offset them. And then I did stenciling of this and this. And then here I glued some decorative paper. This was the pharmacy bag from Walmart. And I just put a picture there. This was, I guess, on another project. I had punched on this paper, I had punched 4 stars. But I kept the paper because you could still use it, right? There's still material there, like paper. But then I saw this and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And then I took a piece of red construction paper, backed it with that, and then glued it down. So this, it's kind of 3 layered. It's the bag, the paper, and then the opening has another paper. So I really like that idea. So yeah, when you do your punches for smaller things, do it in a row and then don't cut it off. Leave it attached to the part you haven't used, because you can do things like this. You know, if it's on a pattern paper, well, then you don't need to back it. You could just glue it on, and then you'd see this paper through the stars or hearts or whatever it is you're punching out. So that's still the same. And then there's that. So these white pages, if I can't think of another way of making pockets or decorating, what I might do, there's also like index card file folder you can make. If I can't think of other things to put here, then I'll just do the flips on here. Like little writing booklets. Okay, so this is a candy bag. And then I left the back open also. Now, I might not use it. I was thinking these are nice for coloring pages. And you can just stick in some coloring pages. And then the person who receives the journal can do some coloring. But, yeah, you don't, just because there are all these pockets doesn't mean you have to use them all. Right? I could just put something here, you know, like wider, of course. And then that's it. And then the person who receives it might have something that they want to keep as a souvenir and tuck behind. This is also a tuck spot. And then there's that. And then this, you've got one here, you've got one here, and you got the big one here. This one I did not decorate. The only thing I used for decorating was stencils or paper. So I was thinking I would leave this open, and then maybe I'll go back to doing some stenciling, or maybe I'll do some stamping, or maybe I'll do a stencil border and then do some a lighter color, like maybe a pink or something, and then with black do some stamping over top of it. Or I might want to put stickers on it. Like, there are other things that I did not access this time around, that when I do the ephemera, I will have those stuff out, and then maybe I'll add that at that point. So like I said, I only used paper and I did stenciling. That's it. Here I did the fold over of the bag. Like, I cut in and then I folded the flaps. And then I just added a piece of scrapbooking paper, one of my scraps. I just put it so you can see that there's a pocket there. And I can put something in it. Here there's another pocket with the graph paper. I did put this on the graph paper because this is the side with the graph. This side is white. So to give the graph paper, which is very thin, some strength, I added some scrapbooking paper. Then I folded this over and glued it down, and then I did this. Now this, you could leave it as a belly band. Oh, it didn't glue all the way. I did not. What I thought of doing is here I could do like a big flower sticker, or fussy cutting, something skinny and tall I could put there. So this is just with a paper clip, and this is what I mean. You know, I glued the bottom, but this you're supposed to take out, be able to take out. What I could do is bind some pages even in here. But what I was thinking is, you know, or maybe just put lined paper, like maybe a ½ inch in from the edges, and put lined paper, and you can write in here, and then you can put it back on here and put the paper clip. But with the paper clip, this is what I mean. I could do a covered paper clip where you cover it with paper and then put a sticker on it or something, or you could put a dangle on it. You know, so there's still work to be done, but the base of it is done. And then here, this was the envelope. So I have these papers that I really love. But they're like longer. So I cut the top part of the paper to the size I need it, and then I cut the bottom part of the paper to the size I need it. So there was a strip in the middle here that was about that wide that I kept for something else. So yeah, and then I just used washi tape, because don't forget, this envelope is only held in with one strand of the binding thread, because when you bind it, here's the hole, and there's one in the middle. Well, it only was attached to the one in the middle, and so because I didn't think that was strong enough, I put washi tape on this side, and I put washi tape on this side, which reinforces this now. And this envelope is where the tie from the binding is inside the envelope. But like this, it's just like it's thicker. It's more like an index card now. And there's no pockets. That's just a writing spot. And then here I did this is the butt end that's sealed. So I cut it with my big scissors, just a thin amount, just to open it up. And then again, I did the cut, fold, put paper backing, and there, that's another pocket. This one, I did a stenciling on the bottom, because I thought that, I was looking at that as grounding this. It has a base to sit on, so it's kind of grounding it. And I didn't do anything up here. I couldn't think of anything. So again, with the next step, maybe, you know, I'll come up with something. Well, you could just leave it, because if you think of it, hold on. Oh. If you take a big card, oh, that one won't fit. It's too big. And that one's even bigger. Hold on. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, these cards are nice. Ooh, pretty. Okay, that's steampunk. I'm not into steampunk. These two aren't bad. This is a Victorian, and I guess this is too, but you can take a card and stick it in there. You know what I mean? And then you don't really need to cover it, because you have an ephemera card in there. And I also got this one too, which I think is really pretty. See, like that. These are, I had ordered, see, they show you here the stickers. I had ordered some stickers off of Amazon, and this is the card that backed it. The sticker sat on top, and then it was in the clear cellophane. So I kept the backing of it. Like all of these have the backing. See, those are the stickers that were in each of these packs. It was 4 packs. And then on the flip side, you have these pretty pictures. So, you know, I can just put some paper here that's a writing spot. And then you can just use it like that and put it in. And then they can pull it out and write something here. And it's private because it's hidden inside. Anyway, sorry, I was burping. So there. So you have a bunch of tuck spots. They're not very big. Because I put it so far apart, I guess I should have had it more together. But it's fine. We'll just put skinny tall things. Like you could put a bookmarker even in it. And then don't forget, with the front one, the littlest one, you could put something here, right? And then only like maybe this tall, but then have something that's even taller behind it. And then the other thing will be up to here in these two. So then you just need something skinny and narrow for here. So that was the idea behind that one. And then this one again, you've got the big pocket. And then that's still the same. Here I did the tuck spot. And then you got this pocket and a tuck spot. Here again, the Walmart pharmacy bag. This was the butt end. You cut off the butt end because you can tell the difference because of, where is it? Oh, I had cut the top too because the top is two different lengths. But I had cut the top off because it was too long. It was sticking out of the book. So I cut this end and I cut this end, the top and the bottom. But anyway, so I did the same thing. I just covered it. This one I did not back it. So it's on the white, which I thought brings out the white in this. But yeah, so the next step, I'll decorate it a little more. This I did stenciling. And I picked the blue because this thing is blue. And then you've got a pocket in here. Technically, you have a pocket here because this is glued only on the bottom. So that leaves this open. And you got this whole one open. Plus, if you want, you can use the one in the back. Here's a belly band. So this would hold this big one. I could put that in there. Or if I want to put the lady, there's the lady in there. The only thing is you hide her face like this. Whereas sewing, you still can tell it's sewing. These, I believe I got online from the Graphic Fairy. So yeah, I just did my belly band. Like I said, I folded the two sides in. But I made sure this side went over top this side. So I did this side first, and then I did this side. So that when you put something in, it has nothing to catch onto. Like if it's sticking out or anything, the overlap in the back, this way nothing sticks. Whereas here, it could get caught on it if it ever separates. See there? If it ever separates or even just, yeah. And then I just put a piece of washi tape. And then I was thinking of putting some butterflies on this, or put some flowers, or you could do some large stamps. You know what I mean? You could put something on top of it. This is just the background. So that's signature 1. And then signature 2, I used Age of Technology. So that's one of the books I took the insides out, the pages out of. I used that page. And then here again, pocket, pocket, tuck. And then this one's on that side, tuck. Here again, the Walmart pharmacy bag. This is another one of the candy bags. There and there. This is a page. What page? What is this one from? It says Ching Ling Fu. Oh, this was the 1920s. No, 1896 and 1908, or I don't know, something like that. Turn of the century. I think that came from that book. Anyways, moving on. And then here I just did a little stencil there. And then pocket, pocket, and a tuck. Now this stencil is only the start. I am going to put something over top. I don't know what though. Here again, cut, fold, fold, put piece of paper, done deal. See how this one is two layers? Like there's two lengths. That's how the Walmart pharmacy bag was also. But because it was too long, I had cut it on both sides. Oh, this one, the tuck spot. Again, it's with the graph paper. So I put something inside, then I glued it down, and I put something here. This time I did something larger. Because I was thinking that advertisement, the vintage advertisement from the turn of the century book could go here. Here's another one of those. I didn't do anything this time around with it, but I do plan on it. What I want to do is put 3 strips of paper here, different ones, and then do a little cut here, and then you do it a little wide here, and then work your way like narrow, wide to narrow, and then you glue these sides, and then you just put it on the side of the, you could put it behind one of those tuck spots too, but I thought for these blank pages it'd be nice to have it there. And then again, the paper clip we're gonna decorate. Here again, same thing, the envelope that contains the stitching, the 2 pieces of paper, same paper as the other one. This is a different washi tape I put on it just to give it that strength. Here again, same thing. Every time I try to use a different paper, depending on what's around it. Sometimes not. This one was really fun. I'm really excited about this one. What I did was I took a stencil. I believe it was this one. See, it's the same one. Okay, so it was this stencil I took of the, see? So you've got the branches, the leaves, and then 2 kinds of flowers. So I did 1 flower in pink, 1 in orange, the smaller one in orange. And I thought that was so colorful and so pretty. And the green and the brown comes from the paper. And it's like the deer are looking at it. Now what this is, it's not, you know, your ink. I used markers. Now these markers are dual tip coloring brush. Company is called Color. 24 dual tip. So it's a fine tip on this side and a thicker, more of a painting brush on that side. And that's the side I used. And so then I picked the green I liked. From the brown, there's only 1 brown. The green, you have options. So I took the darker of them. Not the darkest, but the darker of them. And then a pink and an orange. So I looked and I picked pink and orange that were roughly about the same tone. I think it was this one and this one I took. Or was it this one and this one? Anyways. And then on the stencil, because it's a brush tip, you just go along it, and then wherever you see white, you go over it a second time and try and catch all that white. And if it's not perfect, it's fine. But because it has these spots where it doesn't continue, I don't know, see here too, the leaf. It's missing some color. So, I don't know. I kind of like that look. Anyways. So, that was something new I've never done before. I don't remember seeing anybody do that. Where you take a brush tip marker and you use your stencil with the marker. I'm used to using the inker. But with these things, you can't go into the little intricate components of the stencil. It's very difficult. And even if you buy the smaller one, that's like the size of my nail here, it's still not small enough to get the itty bitties. The paint crosses over. And that has always bothered me. And today, seeing it in front of me, I'm like, wait a minute. They're brush tip. That might work. So I tried it. I'll be doing that more often. Especially when you have stencils like this that are like smaller. It's not a big whole stencil. There's a smaller, more intricate. See? Like this one too. Yeah, this is supposed to be a hibiscus, and they're usually pink. But honestly, you could do pink, orange, purple, pink, yellow, orange, purple. You know what I mean? You could do them in different colors. And then all the leaves would be green. The centers would be yellow, or orange if you're doing a yellow hibiscus. Like, you can have fun with it. Is there another one here? Oh, look at this one. This is a bunch of borders. This is the one I used for the grounding. I've used it a few times. But these are going to be a little bit more difficult because they're a little wider. But this would work. I think they all would work, honestly. But yeah, using a brush tip marker, that's a new idea. I love the idea. Anyways, and then this would be the same. Pocket, 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 pocket. And again, you could put one back here to the top of the page, and then another one down here. There you go. You've got two of them. Right? And then you just put something small on either side. And look at that. You have filled up the whole thing. Like this would be, of course, shorter. But, you know what I mean? Like you... Or just don't use it. Like what I might do is just put something small here. And do something on the sides. And don't put anything in the big pocket. Because I want this to show. It's possible. I don't know. We'll see at the end. Here's another tuck. Okay, so then this is the one I was showing you. Did I not put one of these in the first signature? That's a tuck. And then on the back side, you have a pocket here. And because it's navigation, navigation, the compass, and that, I was thinking of a boat, and then that's why I did the anchors there. But I don't remember doing one of these in that first section. But for now, this one is done. So here, you've got your two papers. I did do a notch, so you know it's a pocket. This one, I was looking for something different because I was halfway through the book. And I'm like, I'm tired of using the same things. What can I do that's different? And that's when I pulled out these guys. And I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll put that. But this is cardstock. So no, I'd rather back it and use it as ephemera. So then I went into my bookcase there with all my papers. And I found these recipe book cut out. So I cut off the many holes here. Cut it to size and put this on top of it, and I'm like, oh, I like that. This is all about Better Homes and Garden. At the front of their book, they have ideas for table settings, and depending on how many course meal, what each course is representing. Like, it's all about entertaining and setting the table and that. So there's that pocket, and then this is also, like, I glued it up from here all the way here, but you could put either something straight in, or you can put something in at an angle. And then, of course, you've got that pocket. So I used basically a magazine, because it's the same paper like a magazine. If I wanted to, I could even photocopy it, and and just have it multiple times. And then this is a belly band. Again, I folded it the same way as the other one. I put a different washi tape on it. I like these spots. Last signature. This I did washi tape. I have a really wide one, and I put it there. I like this one because it had a lot of insects, like butterflies. And if you think of it, if you have lemons and oranges out on your patio bumblebees will come. But I didn't have one with bumblebees. At least I didn't see one. But this has dragonfly and butterflies. And I'm like, it's still an insect. So I put it with the fruit. I didn't have anything that was fruit oriented other than these two pockets. So I put them together, but then I did the garden. And then again, a Walmart prescription bag. And then these. Oh. And then this again there and there. And this one is over here. Like, I think everything is pretty much the same here. Oh, this was something new I discovered I have. I remember I bought it from the dollar store. Or is it this one? No, that's the solid color. This is the wood grain. I had bought this from the dollar store. Adhesive sheets with wood prints. And then you've got the metallic effect, which is these. They're shiny. And then I also have the gold and silver one. Now I tried to hole punch it, and it struggles with hole punching. So you have to put cardboard behind it, and then it'll punch through all of it. But yeah, so I do want to get myself a die cutting machine. And I thought these will probably be, well, and the other one, the third one, I have all three. They'll be easier to use on the die cutting machine. And then they're peel and stick, so it'll be easy to attach. Oh, they even have a picture of a die cutting machine on both of these. Yeah, so that's probably where I got the idea. But anyways, so I had taken the wood grain one from here, and I put it down, and then I did this again there. This one's open, and oh nope, I did this one different. So, and I did not glue that down. I left it open, so you can use it as a tuck or a pocket this way, and then these two pockets. And this, I don't know. We're going to find out if I decide to use stickers on it, or if I want to put something else on it. We're going to find out if it'll stick, because this has a plastic coating to it. Yeah, it doesn't say anything on the cover, but it does have a plastic finish on it. Like it's very slippery and shiny. So that's going to be interesting. I may have to use art glitter glue. I don't know that fabric glue would work. Or I may have to take out my hot glue gun and then put some lace or something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, so that is another thing. All right, again, same thing, pocket. This, same thing. It's a pocket here. Did I leave this as a pocket? No. It's just that. Yeah, this studio glue stick from the dollar store. It really is a kid's glue. It says acid-free, all-purpose, fabric, photos, cardboard. I don't know. Because when I take this and I go like that, here, see? Like as I'm going through, it's actually separating it. So, like you can feel a bit of a tug. So, I don't know. I don't like that glue stick. Here's another one. This is the envelope one. It was the purple one. And then I glued 3 pieces of paper on it. Because of the fold, I decided to put washi tape to add the blue element. So these are my favorite colors. Blue, green, pink. This, it's okay. Not my favorite. Purple, not my favorite. But anyway, so like this, you could write in here. And then you can hide it by putting it on the edge of the page. And then again, paper clip will have to decorate. Same thing here. Different washi tape though. Same thing here. Orange paper. This one was, had bought a whole pack of these. Some pages are recipes, some are dictionary, like definitions, dictionary pages, some are music pages. But I'm not crazy about this brown backing. I find it's too dark and too perfect to make it look like coffee dyeing, which I think is the implication here. So I just want to use them all up. But in the future, I definitely can take a recipe page from a recipe book and photocopy it onto coffee dyed paper. Do you know what I mean? Like, this gives you the idea of how you can do it. Anyways, and then this, same thing. Pocket, 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 and then pocket, pocket. Now this one, you could still put something in the back. Right? You could still put something there. It's just if you put something here, it'll go based on this height, not this one. Unless you want it at an angle. Because I did one a little higher than the other. And then another pocket. And then this one, if you remember, there's a pocket, 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 and then that's a tuck. It's a perfect place for these big ephemera cards, because then they're not going to stick out of the page, right? Put it a little higher so you see your face. Look at that. Perfect. Again, Walmart pharmacy bag. This was from a different book. I thought it was interesting. Population increases. Now, that's something I love about these journals, is to, like, these papers, I love using them for the reason, it's not so much for the vintage look. It is because every topic, everything you read on here triggers the brain into a thought that is personal to you. Like population increase. Well, maybe you love babies, and it'll bring the vision and the thought of babies to your head when you see population increase. Like word association with thought. You know what I mean? And that's why I love this stuff. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's so much different variety in here. But that's the whole point. Have the variety. Colors, words, music. You see the music page. It might bring you back to a... No, it's the next one. No, that's a map. Anyways, when you see a music page, it may bring you to a childhood song that you and your mom used to sing. Or, I don't know. There, variety triggers thought and memory. This one I did do the belly band the same. I did not put washi tape on this one. And that's because I don't know that I want all of them to have washi tape. And then that's the end. So this one I'm going to put aside, and it is far enough along that step 1 and 2 is absolutely done. Step 3 is like 75% done, other than those flips and maybe some other ideas I'll come across and I'll go, oh yeah, I could do that too. Which I don't see nothing looking around, but you know what I mean? Like, that's 75% done of my step 3, the tucks, pockets, and belly bands, windows. I didn't put any windows in here. You see, there's still a few more things, but I am going to put it aside. It's far enough along that it can join this guy, who is also, tucks, belly bands. It's been started. Some pages I took it further. Actually, even I had things in the pockets, which I took them all out when I did my grandkids' journal, so that I'd have it available if I wanted it for theirs. But yeah, so these two are far enough along that they can be put to the side, and I can just leave them be for now. And so now my focus is back on the ugly duckling. Just trying to clean up. You don't even want to see what my bed looks like right now. But anyways, so this is my ugly duckling. And I'm hoping the fact that I took a step away from this and I went and did the gift bag journal up to step 3. I'm hoping that that break plus that opportunity to do other things will bring my brain back to this, and I will be able to get this done in a week. It might be optimistic to think I could have it done next week, but here's hoping, right? Because then we can go into ephemera, which I'm so looking forward to doing the step 4 ephemera. That one we're going to be doing for quite a while because there's so many things you can make, all kinds of ephemera, and you can mass make them. I was thinking I'm going to need somewhere to put them all when I'm done making a bunch because, you know, you're supposed to have a box that you can just line them all up and have a bunch of ephemera ready at hand to use. But we're going to be creating them, so I need somewhere to put them. So, yeah, but that's not until I'm done step 3 on this one. Well, 2 and 3. I have 2 and 3 to do on this one. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that gift bag review. And, oh, something else I wanted to show you with these journals. You see how this one is 2 inches. This one's only maybe an inch. This has 3 signatures. This has 3 signatures. I did not compare pages. I think this one has 5 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages. So 3 times 9 is 27. Divided in half is 54. 2-sided makes it 108 pages. This one. Okay, let me write that down because my memory right now, I am so overwhelmed from finishing this one. Oh, I can't even think. Pen. Okay, so what did I say? 9 by 3 is 27, right? 9 by 3, 27. 3 signatures. No, I don't remember using those numbers. Hold on. I hope you guys don't mind. If you don't want to go through this with me, then just fast forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh. Okay, so there's 10 pages. So now you have the 2 sides plus the other half has 2 sides. So that's 4. So you times it by 4 is 40. And then there's 3 signatures. So that's 120 pages on that one. Okay, now this one, we got 1, 2. We're going to count this as a page. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This I'm not going to count. So 13. So this one's 13 times 4 is 52 times 3 is 156 pages. And then the 3 inserts, 159. So 120, 156. So depending on how many, this one started with 10 pages we counted, and this was 13. So, depending how many pockets and tucks and envelopes and ephemera and everything you put in it, it can, like this one will get bigger. This one might be able to stay flush. So 3 signatures, 3 signatures. So because this is a 2-inch, you can guess that you can, figure that you can add a lot more in it. But if you don't want to add a lot in it or only have 8 to 10 pages, then you may want to do this round cover. I just wanted to show you the different thicknesses and the different types of covers. This has the cardboard in it, so it's flat. And this one is just a wraparound. All right, there you have it. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that quick update on my gift bag journal. It is Friday, 20 to 9 in the evening. So I am going to say goodbye. And I'm going to enjoy my weekend. And I hope all of you enjoy your weekend. And I appreciate you popping in to check to see I've been up to. Remember to do what makes you happy, and everything else will fall into place. Please like, comment down below, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one. Love you guys. Bye for now.